A middle-aged French woman recently parted ways with a large sum of money and her husband after falling victim to an AI-generated Brad Pitt romance scam. She lost $850,000 of her own money from her divorce settlement. This Brad Pitt scam artist slid into her DMs on Facebook, promised her love, marriage, pleaded with her to leave her millionaire husband.
Look, I mean, everyone knows that Angelina Jolie has made his life a living hell in that divorce settlement. I mean, he's not coming out to it looking too great either. He doesn't seem like all that great of a guy. But, you know, a woman might fall for his passes. You know, he's like, look, I've been mistreated by Angelina Jolie for years.
I just want a woman who's out of the spotlight. You know, who just wants a private life. No,
she can have the winery.
So this scam artist was pleading with her to leave her millionaire husband. Literally, this woman is with a millionaire and decided to divorce him because she fell in love with what appeared to be Brad Pitt. The only thing that maybe caught her on to the fact that this was all a ruse was Brad Pitt making appearances in public with his real-life girlfriend instead of her.
I would love to see the messages of the AI version tap dancing around that. He's like, look, I'm going to break it off. You just got to give me some time.
Right. It's like, you know, it's a PR relationship. We're doing it for promotional purposes. You don't understand.
Of course.
You don't understand the pressures of life in the limelight, life in the fast lane. So, yeah, this woman is 53 years old. She fell for the scam back in 2023.
I swear we talked about it.
I could have sworn there was a similar situation, but I feel like it's not, because the other time we were talking about the Brad Pitt scam, it referred to 2 to 3 victims.
Yeah.
Not just her.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure she caught on to the scam later than everyone else. After these paparazzi photos of him with his now girlfriend came out in the fall. So the really sick part is this scam artist generated AI photos of Brad Pitt in hospital beds with tubes coming out of him.
Well, because Angelina Jolie made his life such a living hell, he's going to have fluids replaced.
Yeah, the scam artist claimed they needed money for cancer treatment, complete with faked hospital bed pictures to seal the con. And out of sympathy for her digital romance with Brad Pitt, she sent her entire divorce settlement payment.
That is insane. It reminds me of the modern day version of the Nigerian prince email is the... my favorite one that I've seen is, this is Zack Snyder from an alt account. I need you to send me $600 on Cash App so I can finish Justice League.
This one I saw in the replies. Hey, it's Michael Jackson. I'm messaging you from a private account. I'm not really dead. Can you Cash App me $600 so I can come back to the United States and put out more music? Hee hee.
How could you say no to more music from the King of Pop?
I want to give everyone a closer look at these photos because it's just like, you think to yourself, how could you possibly fall for this shit? And there's one where he's holding up a sign that says, "And I love you."
The facial expression in this one doesn't exactly match the text.
One of them says, "I love you so much, my wife."
Oh, man.
There's tubes and IV bags everywhere. And there's one of him even in active surgery. There's in the corner there, he's literally getting surgery on a grape.
Oh, man.
Brad Pitt the day before knee surgery.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to make this too Gen Z.
TMZ asked, how did she have that cash to send? It was her divorce settlement after trading in her millionaire husband for a fake movie star.
I wonder how long she was married for.
Could have been short relationship, given that she's 53 years old.
No.
They've probably been together for a long time, and this fake Brad Pitt scam destroyed her relationship. I mean, she let it happen.
I think this is also one of those things. This may be like an evolutionary thing. So if you're a guy of mediocre standing in life, Gentlemen, if you're like me and you understand what I'm talking about here, which is like if you've ever had a Facebook account and you get the ad from the suspiciously attractive Instagram model looking woman, see, men are now trained to know that is not real.
Yes.
That is a bot, that is fake, and talking to them is, at your own peril.
There are clues.
But women, that's just, they're getting so many real messages from real men all the time that it might be more believable that they might fall for something like this. It's a level of delusion. You can't even really fault them because they haven't been trained to not see it. Men see this stuff and they're like, okay, look, nobody's talking to me, let alone, I don't know, Angelina Jolie. Like...
Yeah, I guess the equivalent would be a man divorcing his wife in order to get with fake Angelina Jolie, but I've never seen a story like that.
Yeah.
And the scammers know just how to trigger her brain into opening her purse.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a sympathy thing.
Yeah, she's like, not only do I love you, I'm hurt.
If you're wondering, she must have thought, like, Brad Pitt is... insanely wealthy. How does he need my money to pay for his cancer
It's even
treatments?
better, though. Like, then she's like, I have to help him?
Right. He needs me. Well, how could Brad Pitt possibly need my money to pay for chemo? But his claim, the scammer's claim was, I can't pay for this myself because I'm in the middle of divorce settlement with Angelina.
I mean, that just concluded. After 8 years, they finalized their divorce. The winery is still a point of contention. They're still fighting over the winery. If you ever want to feel more disconnected from reality, be a celebrity who fights over a winery.
Never thought it would happen, and it was a bitter ending to a long divorce settlement. They have been officially divorced since 2019, but the divorce settlement was still going on between their legal teams for years and years after the fact. And this made me recall the private jet incident and alleged abuse.
Well, from what I saw, one of the big sticking points that he had with the divorce settlement was that he wanted like a very vast non-disclosure agreement to protect his image. I don't know what, who knows whether...
Do you find that suspect?
No, I don't. Like, I would imagine that for any couple that's had as tumultuous of a relationship as they have, the idea is that he's not going to get the leeway that she might in that situation because he's the dude. If she's acted out, I don't think that people are going to look at her the same way as they would look at him.
Even in the post-Amber Heard era?
Even in the post-Amber Heard era. I don't know if it would matter. Like, does that mean I think he's a good guy or that he's innocent? No, not necessarily. But, I mean, you're two very, very wealthy people who are connected not just through marriage and kids, but through businesses. So he's treating it like a business arrangement. Like I said, they're still fighting over property and wineries. And
there was something about a treasure being buried beneath the winery.
Yeah, it was beneath like one of the mansions or something like that. And
like
he spent a holiday there, and then he let another guy look for it on the property or something. That was enough of like a slice of life type story that it felt like something that was leaked by his publicist to make him seem like a quirky guy.
Yeah, definitely.
But look, ladies, I know that a lot of men are probably in your DMs. For all the what is our audience, like 1% women? I have no idea.
Open Bob and Vagine.
Yeah, like...
No, our audience is like about a quarter.
Okay, ladies, I know that, it's a thing and there's a lot of men in your DMs, but a little bit of critical thinking might help you to realize that the chances of it being Brad Pitt are just not as high. Slim to none. I mean, that's not the same thing as, say, the Instagram models who get like athletes in their DMs. That's a very real thing. But one must hold themselves to a standard unto themselves, right? Like, you can't really put yourself there. I'm just saying, like, it's probably like err on the side of it's too good to be true. I'm kind of that way about everything. I've probably missed out on a million great opportunities in life because I'm like, that sounds too good to be true. Like, if it sounds like it's actually Brad Pitt, it's probably not.
But we've seen all of these stories about spouses who met on Twitter mainly. A lot of people have met on Twitter and ended up getting married. And I recently saw this woman tweeted at her celebrity crush. I don't recall who exactly it was. But this guy replied, he was like, I'm not him, but I like played the synth in the Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipettes.
See, I like that. That's like be avant-garde and just south of normal.
Right, it actually worked. And like they actually got married, so you know, there's hope out there. It's not like everyone in your DMs has to be a scam artist. It definitely has worked out for some people. But it's not Brad Pitt. It's not. It's never. Not. It's not Lupus. It's not Brad Pitt.
Maybe the idea would be like, you know, like certainly some actors date like non-famous people. That does happen, but a great majority of them meet them from other people in their inner circle, and I'm sure very rarely is it, you know.
Well, even when they date
actually, I don't know. Sliding into the DMs is probably way more common now than it ever was before. So.
Even when they date non-famous people, they're usually dating someone who just happens to be in their industry and is rich and unknown. Like Margot Robbie's husband. I don't remember who he is, but he's definitely important.
Yeah, he matters.
I don't know who he is.
He's got money.
I don't recall his name.
It's always an investment banker of some sort. Or,
she just had his baby.
Producer or something like that. It's just, you know, I guess it's just one of those things where I can almost applaud you for having so much self-confidence that you're like, yeah, Brad Pitt would want to get with me.
But you do not see, here's the thing, you see a lot of actresses dating screenwriters, directors, those types of people. But you do not see actors, like male actors, dating female directors or screenwriters.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I feel like they're so anomalous it doesn't count.
Well, that's why it came to my mind.
Because she's actually a groomer.
The reason I was able to think of it was because actually, you know what? There's probably people in the chat who know. Are there any good examples that you can think of what you said, male actors who date female screenwriters?
I know there are a lot of actors
directors
and actresses who are both on camera people that date each other, but most of the time, if it's imbalanced, the woman is the one who's on camera. That's what I've noticed, at least.
They're saying that Aaron Taylor Johnson was groomed. That's not the point of the conversation.
Yeah, it's not.
Like,
well, yeah, they're definitely not representative of the whole trend.
Was he an adult when they met? Just way younger?
I don't
think you can
think so.
If he was underage, okay, but if he was an adult and I don't know.
I don't care really.
Yeah.
I don't really think that the legal ramifications equal what's ethical or not ethical. So I do think that he was groomed.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.